Hello and welcome to Middle-Aged Geek Girl. I'm Sally. Today's video is a little haul that I picked up from AliExpress. We've got some extra pieces for the miniature room that I mentioned in my TEMU haul video that I was building. But just as a reminder, if you haven't watched that yet or you don't know what that is, it's a little snippet of a BDSM type dungeon that I am making in this here memory box, shadow box, whatever you want to call it, 3D frame. So it's only going to be like a snippet technically of one wall of the BDSM dungeon. So I got some extra pieces I needed for that. Then there's a couple of UV resin molds for things I want to make going forward, and some more supplies for the M.A.G.G journey, which again, if you're unfamiliar, is what I'm calling all of this journaling and booking. You can do JAGS B.J again, standing for Junkie Art Grid Glue Smashbook Journals. So I'm just putting it all in one. So let's start off with the two miniature pieces that I got to continue on with the miniature room. As you can see, it's a mirror because there's the camera. Hi, camera. So it's just a tiny mirror. It's 1/12 scale. It looks like it's got, I think, is that a sticker already on there? A sticky back? Or maybe not. No, I think it's a wooden back. I'll work that out when I come to actually place it in the room. But yeah, working mirror. So I chose this one because I think it will go long ways best on this sort of border part. Obviously on the inside, this is just to show you how well it fits there. So it's a very cute little mirror. It came through in piece, like in one piece, not broken or anything. I think the only thing is that sticking out a bit, but I'm not really too fussed about that. And if I want to change the color, I can easily just paint over that if I don't want to keep it silver. Now, when I did the TEMU haul, I mentioned there was a couple of items they didn't have and they had to refund me the money for. This is one of them, and I found it on AliExpress. So really happy with that. And it's considered to be like in sort of the kitchen furniture. So it could be like, I think, designed to be like a coffee table or a side table, something like that. I got it because, and I really wanted it because it was within the 3 centimeters that fits around that framing of that shadow box I'm using. And if it's slightly too big, I can easily sand, because if it's going to be too big, it's going to be on this top part. I can just sand that down to the point where it sits flat against the backing. And this is perfect for what I wanted because I want to turn it into sort of like a spanking bench. So I want to put some like leather on the top of it. Obviously change the color. I don't want it as white, but it's also got this little bit in here that I could put little extra implements and tools in. So yeah, I really was so happy I was able to get this one on AliExpress when TEMU didn't have it, because this one I think is perfect for the room, for how I want to make it. These were the last two bits of the miniature room furniture I needed to get. The rest of it now I have to make myself. And yeah, that'll be a journey I share with you on the channel. And again, probably not for everybody. And if it's not for you, I guess I just recommend don't watch those videos. So the next two items, again, might not be for everybody, but I'm just going to use this Assassin's Creed notebook to put them on so there's a bit more of a contrast, as you can see. And it's these really cool UV resin molds, or just molds, for uteruses. And I love it. When I saw them, I thought, yep, I bought two. They do come as just one. I bought two so I can have two on the go at the same time. They might be a little bit too big for earrings, but they'll make good key rings, brooches, that sort of thing. And yeah, that's the sort of item I want to make because, yeah, got to empower women and women's bodies. It is raised, like the little bit engraving you see in here is actually raised, so that if I do it as a pink UV resin, I can colour in the raised bit. It's completely different colour, which is awesome. So they're really good. I really like the look of them. They've come through really well made. and I think they're going to make some awesome uteruses. Now the rest of it again is going to be around the M.A.G.G stuff. The first one I got was this stamping set, body parts or body organs I should say mostly, and some skeletal structures and atoms there. And yeah, I like this sort of stuff because it goes within that vintage horror medical stuff I want to do when I'm making some pages. I have some ideas for pages, and these are stamps I think I would use more than once because they're more up my alley than, say, stamps with flowers and pretty stuff all the time. This is more my scene. So yeah, I really like this set of stamps. Okay, next are some die cuts that I got from AliExpress as well. This one here is like a big cathedral window, and I noticed there's a tiny little butterfly there on its own as well. So I haven't cut these out yet to do test ones, but I like the look of it. It's a really pretty huge cathedral window. And then there were these two vines, so that when I'm doing the journaling, if I want to have a nice viney border, that sounds a bit wrong, doesn't it? But yeah, these are the two vines that I got. They're very nice. So I'll put them to the side, and the last lot of stuff is all basically papers. So all different types of papers, embellishments to use when I do pages. These ones are a series of frames, and it looks like they are 10 by 10 centimeters. There's 30 of them, and when it goes 10-3, well, that means there's going to be 3 sets of 10 different designs. 10 different designs, 3 of each equals 30. So you don't need to necessarily understand all the rest of the language. You can always do Google Translate if you really want to read it all. But when it's numbers like that, you can work it out quite easily. So we'll have a quick look. So there's your first lot. And it's nice that they're all together, so you can easily just grab them. I thought these would be good if I want to highlight a particular image when I'm doing a page, like make that your focal point. And I like these goldy sort of bronzy ones. I guess you would almost consider them a gold maybe, or are they more of a bronze, a rose gold maybe? Either way, I liked the color on these ones the best, and the design. There are a number of different designs you can get and colors as well, but I thought these ones were good because you've got a variety of oval and rectangle, and very elaborate to just a basic frame type thing. Yeah, I thought they'll be really good for creating focal points. And of course, what I will end up doing with all of these, as I have shown in a video I released recently, was putting them into the sketchbook I have, that I just stick them all in, and then I can see what different items I've got and grab them as I need to. So if you haven't checked out that video, wait till you finish watching this one, of course, but make sure you do to see the best way. Well, the best way for me, but for people like me who, if they don't see it, they won't use it. They just completely don't remember you've got what you've got. So yeah, putting them in a sketchbook with a little bit of glue tape is a really good way to see everything you've got without having to go through package after package and trying to remember. So next I've got some doilies. Now these are 5.5 centimeters by 10 centimeters, and there's 10 in the packet. So these will be 10 different ones. So we've got some brown ones, and then we've got some nice white ones. And yeah, I'm just making sure they are all different. And because they're a bit bigger, I might have to... Oh, I can just put them there. Yeah, sort of fits. So we can move them up a bit so you can see them all. So yeah, they are definite. They're paper, obviously, but they are nice. They've got quite intricate patterns on them, and they will look good in the background of your junk journal pages or your M.A.G.G. I'm going to try and get people saying that, especially for people who don't want to have labels on everything. Just call it M.A.G.G. So yeah, really happy with these. Nice different designs. You could always ink these up if you didn't want to keep them as white. They're more of a cream, I think. They're not a stark white, that's for sure. There's also a lot of different patterns and different colour combinations in these you can get. This was just the one that appealed to me the most. What shall we look at next? Oh, while we're doing pretty framey things, we'll look at these. These are borders, and they're paper ones, but they're meant to resemble pretty lace borders. And these are 2 centimetres by 20 centimetres, and it says 16. So I'm going to assume it's 16 different ones. Nope. Just say 16. It doesn't say like it's meant to be 8 by 2 or anything like that, but it does look like they are repeating. So might be 2 of each design. So I might put one design to the side so you can see what the other one looks like. But yeah, it definitely looks like there's 2 of each design. And because they're so intricate, as you can see, they're catching. So I'm going to pause the video, I think, and put these out, and then we can come back and have a look. So here they are. Sorry, it's white on white again. I know, even though they're a cream. You should be able to see it okay though, but there's 8 of them and there are 2 of each. So there's your 16. And they are, again, very intricate pattern cuts. Really liked them. And once again, there was lots of different choices in colour and the type of pattern. But it's, yeah, obviously meant to look like lace. So some of it you can sort of see the bits are still in there, but that's going to be easy just to delicately pick that out at the time I go to use it. But they're really quite nice, and they will add a bit of class to your page. So don't mind, like, I'm not against pretty things because I find these quite pretty, but they're a bit more, I guess, gothic pretty, Victorian era pretty. That's sort of the aesthetic I like. I think because my little goth heart likes the Victorian era stuff. I was having this conversation with Terry the other day about the different design periods we like. He really likes Art Deco. I cannot get into Art Deco. I don't know why people like it. I just really find it quite ugly. But isn't that interesting? We all have our own taste. My heart, I think, is Victorian era. Of course, as a woman in the Victorian era, the way with my sense of humour and stuff like that, I would not have lasted long. Put it that way. They wouldn't have liked women like me. Oh, well, I would have been locked up. What am I talking about? I would have gone straight to Bedlam because, yeah, I would have been considered a menace. 4 more to go. Let's move on quickly before we dwell on that. 4 more sets to go. This set here is called Garden Fragments. There was a number, again, of different designs. There's always a number of different designs. This one appealed to me the most. It is 106 by 207 millimeters. I think they're all different sizes, and it is different, like ephemera, made to look a bit like ticket stubs, things like that. So we'll bring it out. Yeah, just looking at that one on the page there, it says the Beatles. You could even cut this one out and use it as well if you were going to get rid of the packaging like I will be. But they're stickers, and they come on a clear plastic background. And just to have a look, so yeah, they're ticket stubs because that says the Beatles. And there they are. So you get 4 sheets of 4 different sizes. And I really like the look of these. I like the sort of reddy stain to them. And I didn't know it had Beatles concert tickets. So yeah, really quite interesting. And again, if you didn't want to use the whole one, you could cut that down as the ticket stub there and the flower for something different. Awesome. Now, my dad is from Liverpool in the UK, not Liverpool in New South Wales. And growing up, because he is maybe 1 or 2 or 3, 5 years maybe younger than what the Beatles were, but growing up, he used to tell me that he was the 5th member of the Beatles, and I believed him. Because obviously everybody from Liverpool of that age or of that era had to be part of the Beatles. So yeah, I used to believe him. Next, we've got 10 pieces of, this is the impression about the desk. Now these are also stickers, and these are all weird desk designs, vintage desk designs. These, it's saying 92 by 130 millimeters or 9 by 13 centimeters. Now I think these are all, no, there's a double up there, so there must be 2 of each. Keep the doubles there so we know. That's not 10. Oh, what's going on there? Yeah, 10 pieces, that's only 7. And if you count your double ups, that's your double up, that's a double up, and that's a double up. So they've definitely mispackaged this one. So this will be a photo and some feedback given. I'm just making sure they're not stuck to each other. Like, nope, definitely not. Yeah, this one will be a photo and a complaint to AliExpress, and they should technically give me a refund on these. All right, 2 more to go. This one here says 20 pieces of a nice elegant paper, and it comes in, looks like 2 lots of packaging, the outside packaging, and what looks like a bit like a vellum envelope. So 10 pieces times 2, or sorry, 10 designs times 2 equals 20 pieces. So let's check this out. Now I think from memory this one is meant to also represent like some sort of pretty lace, and it's on like plastic, so when you pop it down it's definitely going to be clear and look like delicate lace work. Now they're plastic, this one is definitely like vellum paper, so it's coming through on different designs. Interesting. Okay, so you must, again, without translating it, I'm just going by what I've worked out. That's vellum paper, this is the same design but it's on plastic. So that must be how you get your 10 different designs. You get one as a vellum, one as a plastic, I'm assuming. Let's see when we do the rest of them. Yeah, vellum, plastic. Oh, that's nice. So you get it like that. Yeah, I like that idea. Again, vellum, plastic. So there are your 10 designs. Oh, that's a wee little one. That's cute. That's another wee little one. And another wee little one. And here goes their paper counterparts, paper counterpart, paper counterpart, paper counterparts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So yeah, we've got 2 left. They are going in screen. Can I lift that one up a bit more? Yep, paper and vellum and paper and plastic. So yeah, I like the way that worked. Really pretty and very subtle, and that's why I liked it. So you can choose whether you want the plastic background or the vellum background. Very nice. So that all comes in that nice envelope as well. So yep, that was really cool. That's all there. We've only had an issue with one item so far. Well, this is the last item. So if this is all good, then we know I just have to let them know about that other one. So this one says 50 sheets of vintage non-sticky scrapbook paper, and it's called, I think, Recalling Time. So it comes through in a cardboard sort of folder like that, which you could also reuse. Now these are sort of postcardish size, so I probably won't put these in the ephemera book I have shown on the channel, because to me it just takes up too much like of a page to see these. These will just go in with my scrapbook papers. I think that's easier for anything postcard size and above for me. It's just the little things when you got to go through packages that you don't necessarily spot. Now I think it is 50 different designs from what I can see, so we'll just go through like this, and they're all probably upside down, Sally. Yeah, there we go. But they're all different like little collages of vintage looking paper and made sort of rough around the edges to look like it's been burnt or ripped or something. I like the little designs on them. Pretty cool. Now AliExpress don't give you an option to share your cart, so unfortunately in the description there won't be any sort of links to items, because yeah, they just AliExpress don't have that feature, which is a shame. But if you have liked anything you've seen, you can go back and see the covers when I've mentioned them, or even if you leave a comment and ask exactly what it was, I might be able to find the link for you. I really like that on those particular items. So yeah, definitely haven't seen a double up yet. Mostly in English, that one maybe a bit of French. But these will be good like little background things to build up on. So yeah, what else? Yeah, I think that's it in that regard. So it's yeah, a bit annoying that they don't do that. It would be good if it's something, a feature that AliExpress bring in, because I still think AliExpress, I'm still finding things on AliExpress I'm not finding on TEMU. So it's a place I will shop also if I need to. I also find AliExpress a little bit easier and better for finding Loz, the Loz brick sets I build. That one I think is upside down. And, you know, I think apart from that sticker set where I haven't got all 10 stickers, I haven't had an issue with anything else I've bought there for a very long time. And that's page 50. So, yeah, I hope you're keeping count. I didn't, but I'm assuming that was 50. I'll count it off camera so you don't have to sit there again with me counting it all. But they are really interesting papers that will be good for backgrounds when I'm doing the junk journal-y stuff. So I'll just pop that there in that for now because I want to count them to make sure there are 50 in there. But bringing it in again, here they are, all the bits and pieces. I am overall happy with them. They came through well. I don't know what happened with that sticker pack, but we'll work it out. Here it is here anyway. I have taken a picture of it and I will, after I finished recording here, send it off the feedback to AliExpress. But there's all my bits and bobs. So yeah, have all the things I wanted to get so I can start building the miniature room that I want to build. Again, I will show that on the channel, and if it's not your sort of thing, I completely understand if you don't want to watch those ones. But if you find it fascinating like I do, please join me as I do those builds. When I get a few more pages under my belt of the M.A.G.G and I feel a bit more confident, I will start creating some pages as well. It's just something I want to do a bit off camera at the moment until I get really comfortable with showing it. So yeah, that's the only reason I haven't done any on camera yet. But leave me a comment. What did you think of this haul? Is there any sort of item that interested you the most? I love to hear from you and I always respond. Again, if there was something that you liked and you can't quite work out what it is and you're wanting to buy it yourself, just leave me a comment and I will try and find it from my shopping list to send you a list, or a link I should say, or the exact title, because I don't think you can do links in comments. If this is your first time watching my channel, or if you've been a viewer for a while and haven't done so yet, please subscribe, hit that like button and also the notification bell. All of that is considered engagement by YouTube. YouTube love engagement of all varieties. Even if you just like the video, that's fine. I can't please everybody, but you know, YouTube still consider that engagement. But if you're interested in supporting my channel further, I do have a Ko-fi and a Patreon account set up and the details are up here on screen. But that will do it for this video. So thanks for watching, and everybody, no matter where you are, please stay safe. Stay weird, and I'll catch you in the next one.